Hey everybody, happy Easter to one and all. I really thought this was a perfect day to share my tip and my strategy for getting through the boredom of lockdown, and namely boredom eating. I've had conversation after conversation with clients this week about the fact that they're reaching for, whether it be chocolate bars, sweet treats, alcohol, anything they can really to just help combat the boredom and give them some kind of lift throughout the day. To be fair, it doesn't even necessarily need to be junk food. Sometimes just having your favorite meal, whether it's a Chinese, an Indian, even if you made it from home, you just want to have something to look forward to. And when you think about it, it makes perfect sense. Before the lockdown, we had our normal routines. We knew where we were going to be at certain times. We could make plans for the weekends. We could have structure to our nutrition, to our training. Now it's not that we can't have structure to our nutrition and training, because we can, but we don't have all of the things in our lives that we used to do. We don't have all of the things that perhaps occupied us, that we could do before, whether it's clubs that we went to, whether it's social events we went to. They've gone. So the only thing we really have to give us a lift every day is food. And your brain is very good at bringing that to the forefront and saying, oh, because you're bored, you're thinking, oh, I really fancy this and I really fancy that. And rather than saying to yourself, I can't have those things, I think for people's mental health, I think it's really important for you to actually allow yourself to have those things through this time. My advice to you is to up your output. And what I mean by output is how many calories you're burning every day. So I get all of my clients to track their nutrition. So they track how many calories they intake into their body, and you can also track how many calories you take out of your body. So that would be called output. So if you're tracking your input, the good and the bad, so if you eat an Easter egg, pop it in like a calorie tracker, find out how many calories you overate. Let's say you're over for the day by 700 calories, no problem. You can go on a long walk with the family for an hour. You could do a HIIT workout at home. And if you're tracking this on like an Apple Watch or a Fitbit, or better yet, like a heart rate strap, because they're much more accurate, then you're going to know if you've made up the difference. Now, we have more time to exercise than perhaps we did before. And that's why I'm advising this approach. Normally, I wouldn't advise this approach. Normally, I'd say, you need to control your calorie intake because you don't have a lot of time. You've only got time to train once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, whatever, because your life is busy. Whereas now, yes, your life is busy, but you have more flexibility, I would have thought, to fit in exercise, more regular exercise, more output. And you might be saying, well, Joe, we're stuck in the house. I would say use your 1 hour of training a day to do walking, running, anything like that, where you can get steps in, okay, to get that output up. And then do some additional training at home. You don't need a lot of space. Even in the smallest room, you can do some of my HIIT workouts. There's heaps of different HIIT workouts online that you can do that will really help up your output. So that's my advice. Don't start getting rid of the little pleasures in life. The little things that are giving you a lift right now are really important, in my opinion. So yes, you can control how much of these things you have, and you can set yourself your own personal kind of limitations on how many chocolates you will have or how much you will eat each portion. Or, and this is my personal approach, is I track what I have. And if I overindulge, then I up my output to compensate for that. Personally, I believe that's the best approach at this time. So I hope this video helps you. Again, have a lovely Easter with your family. I am going to be having an Easter egg today, and I've worked out it's a Yorkie Easter egg. So all the Yorkie haters, please, just keep quiet. It's a Yorkie Easter egg, 1,600 calories. It's quite a big egg, and there's 2 Yorkie bars. So I've got to go because I need to go on a run. I need to go do a workout to fit this in. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon.